What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing good. This is part 2 of how to grow ice cream bean. This is a legume that tastes like vanilla ice cream. It's really easy to grow. It's a legume, so it requires very little fertilization. So if you like gardening, videos, make sure to subscribe. I'm doing a series of how to grow exotic tropical fruit trees. Okay guys, so just like any other tree, they have tap roots, especially fruit trees. And that taproot will outgrow the container that I started it in. Now in the previous video I showed you how to start this, and when you want to transition it to the next container is when it has its set of little leaves there. Now I'm going to take this out, and you can see right there, that's the taproot. I think I just pulled a little piece off, but at that point you don't want the taproot circling around the container, so I'm going to put it in this 1 gallon container. So let's go ahead and do that. There's a couple things you're gonna want. You're gonna want your 1 gallon container. I'm gonna use some Garden Tone 344, some worm castings, organic bone meal, and organic blood meal. Now you might be saying this is a legume, so it produces its own nitrogen. I'm just gonna add a tiny pinch of it. So I'm also gonna use old potting soil because this is a legume. Like I said, it produces its own nitrogen fertilizer. One thing I like to do is put the old pots in there, or in this case the Dixie cup, just to get the form of the new the container that it's in, so I don't have to dig a hole. Okay guys, so once it's full to the top, I just take that out and it creates a form. And like I said guys, I'm not gonna add a lot. This is blood meal, just a little pinch. This is bone meal, just a tiny little pinch. This is worm castings. I'm gonna add probably a tiny bit more because this is really good. And just a tiny bit of the 444 organic granulated fertilizer. And I took my Inga plant out of its old container and I'm gonna pop it in the new one. And just compress it so there's no air bubbles or air gaps. And voila, there you go. This container will help it grow maybe 2 to 3 feet before it goes into a next container. So if you guys like gardening, if you guys like gardening videos, and if you want to see this series of this vanilla tasting bean, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for the rest.